Is SEO one of the greatest scams going on this year? Or is SEO one of the greatest things people are overlooking and forgetting about in the world of AI? Is SEO relevant to your business? Those questions are really important, and I have kind of a disagreement with a lot of what the agencies will tell us, right? They've been telling us for a while in our storage businesses that we all need to have good SEO. We need to have blog posts and all these different pages on our websites that confuse our customers, but I won't get into that. They also tell us that we have to continuously work on our SEO because it's so relevant to today's search. Well, I have a different opinion. Now, my opinion is going to bring a lot of logic into this, but I'm going to let you make your own decisions today. Is SEO relevant to your business? By the end of this video, I think you're going to know whether or not it is or it isn't. Whether you take my opinions or you take the agencies that are preaching this stuff, their opinion. I might be wrong, I might be right. But what matters is that you're right and you understand the game that is being played on the internet today. So let's go back and talk quickly about what the agencies have been telling us. They say you need SEO. Everybody needs SEO. SEO is king, and do more SEO, right? Like that's what they all talk about. Now today we're talking about the actual search pages, not maps. Okay, so Google Maps, gold. I've got other videos I'm going to release on that. I'm a huge fan of Google Maps, and I think everybody is because, well, you can make thousands, if not millions of dollars using Google Maps correctly in your storage business. But that's separate. Today we're talking about those search results. So anyways, the agencies are telling us that you need SEO, you need SEO, you need SEO. Let me tell you my opinion, and let me share it and let you decide. So all that doesn't matter. My opinion, the SEO agency's opinions, it doesn't matter. What matters is the game that Google has created. Everybody's using Google for their search. Yeah, there's some on Bing, a little bit on Yahoo maybe, but Google is the dominant force. They set up the rules for the game. It has nothing to do with my opinion, it has nothing to do with the agency's opinion. So today we're going to talk about the game that they've created for us and then decide if Brennan's right, if the agencies are right, if nobody's right, and you'll be able to discover what works for your business by figuring out the rules that Google has placed in front of you right now at this time. So if you go to Google right now and you search self-storage in blank city, if you pick a small city and then you open another window and you pick a large metropolitan area or a large city, you're going to get two different games, two completely different games, okay? And Google has created those games separately. Game one is Google still using SEO like it did 7, 8, 10 years ago, okay? Game one, typically you're seeing this in smaller towns, smaller areas, smaller communities with less competition, less capital coming into their ads account. And what I mean by that is, let's say it's a city of 5,000 people and there's, I don't know, 3 different self-storage places there, maybe 4, okay? Whatever it is, doesn't matter. If those 4 business owners are not running Google ads against each other, there will be SEO is what matters. Okay, so there is no other game going on. It's an SEO game. If nobody's running ads in that market, it's an SEO game, just like it was 10 years ago. So take a look at that, okay? If that's the case, logic would tell us that, well, we should probably work on SEO because those search results show rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 18 or whatever it is on that page. Those are all SEO results. That's game one. Game two is different. Now, if you search in another window or just right on that search bar, you search self-storage in and then pick a larger city, something over 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, you're going to see a different game. I call this game two. Game two is all, well, let me paint the picture for you. When you get on Game 2's page, which you will see when you try this, you're going to see ad, maybe ad. Then you're going to see Google 3-pack because there's enough people on Google Maps that are competing with each other with reviews and photos and posts and keywords and all that stuff. So you're going to see 3 to 4 ads. Then you're going to see the Google 3-pack, which is the best, according to them, the best results for self-storage in that area. And then below that, you are finally going to see the SEO ranked people. When you see that, is going to probably be 3, maybe 4, and then there'll be more ads probably at the bottom. That's game two. So game one was all SEO ranks, maybe one ad at the top, and then all SEO ranks. Game 2, completely different. Add, Google Maps, SEO, more ads. So with game 2, if you've got more competition, but you also have more people, I'd prefer to play that game myself because you're in a better market. But you've got more competition. You've got Google Maps to worry about, separate video. And then if you're not in the top like 3 or 4 of SEO in that market, you are not going to get shown on page 1. To be shown on page 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 doesn't matter. If you're number 1 on page 2, you might as well be number 3,000 because it doesn't matter. Nobody clicks page 2 on search results. You know what they do instead? When you don't get the results you want, you don't click page 2. You go back up to the search bar and you change your search or your prompt, whatever you want to call it, and then you ask it again. So that being said, game 1, pretty easy. If you're in the SEO game, go ahead, play the SEO game, right? That's all that's going on. That's the game Google wants played. If you're playing game 2 in the bigger markets, you're running ads, you're competing against more people, you've got Google Maps, the 3-pack appearing, that's a different animal. It's not a bad animal. I prefer it personally. Here's why. Here's what's really cool about playing in game 2. You still have, I hate to call them old timers, but you have people they still believe that SEO is king, right? Like this argument that we're talking about today. They still believe it. They've been working on it for 7, 8, 10, 15, 20 years maybe, and they had done well. They still believe that is the gold standard. And that's fine if they want to do it. If they think they're going to be in the top, 3 or 4 and, on the organic SEO side to make it on page 1, good for them. Let them try. I'm all for that. You let them try. Here's the difference. They're putting time, money, and energy into that every single month, hoping that their organic rankings do well or make it to page 1 on Google for just the few the few spots that they've got. Maybe they're satisfied on page 2, and now that doesn't matter, right? Here's where it gets really, really cool, and here's how you crush them when it comes to competitive advantage. You sit down with a cup of coffee. By the time you're done drinking your cup of coffee, you're going to beat 10 years of effort that they've put in. Here's how. What you do is you might already have one, or you create a Google Ads account and you pay to get on page 1. You literally click a button once your ads account's set up and you can rank on page 1 and beat somebody who's put 10 years of money and energy and effort into their results. You're going to beat them in the click of a button. And what's cool about that, well, there's a bunch of cool things about that. You can liquidate that, you can do all kinds of things to make those ad costs, almost nothing. But that's another video. But what's cool about that is you are up there, right? Click of a button, you're ranking. Maybe you get what you want in the month or 2 months. You run a spring campaign, right? When everybody's moving in your market, maybe that's what works good. You can turn that off. They're still every month playing that game. You can turn that off, cut your ad costs, you're not hiring an SEO agency to do all this stuff behind the scenes. And when you want more customers, you turn it back on, you get more calls, you get more clicks. Now, that sounds all good, right? It sounds easy. If it was that easy, everybody would be doing it. Before you do that, can I give you some tips? Okay, and this goes for the people that are playing the SEO game in game 1, right? Where SEO still matters. I'm talking to everybody, but especially I'm looking right at you if you're thinking about running ads. Before you turn on your ads account, whether it's Sparefoot or Google or anywhere, do not burn your money. Literally, you could come out here in my backyard, put $1,000 in my fire pit, and we could launch it off and have more fun burning it than we would if you are not optimized before you turn ads on. Okay, ads are great, but you have to be ready for them. You have to be optimized if you want to be very successful with your ads and keep your costs down. Make sure your website is fully optimized. And by that, I'm not just talking about speed or brand colors. I am talking about your copy is on point. You have a clear message. You frame people to understand what exactly it is. You show them the true value in you, in your business. You show them your everything, right? And by everything, I don't mean like mom and pop owned and all that stuff. I'm saying you show them exactly what they want and you offer it to them and have them click a button and they convert, okay? Or if they have questions, you answer those questions subconsciously or consciously through chat widgets and AI and things like that. So optimize your website. First thing you have to do before you turn ads on. The second thing you have to do, optimize your phone lines. A lot of you use call centers. A lot of you answer your own or have an employee answer your own. It doesn't matter which one you use. Make sure your phone lines are optimized, right? We've talked about this in other videos. Make sure if it's the middle of the night, somebody can still connect with them. Okay, keep that loop open with them through automations, through AI, whatever it is you choose to use. Make sure your phone lines are optimized. It's not 2005 anymore. Things have to be different if you want to convert these people fast. Okay, so have your phone lines optimized, have your website optimized, primed, ready to go. And finally, the final piece that a lot of people overlook, make sure your social media channels, the messaging is connected to somebody. Okay, so because people are still using social media to look for proof, to build trust in your business. So they could see your Google ad and then they could go look you up on Facebook, on Instagram, something. Make sure if they ask a question on there that somebody can respond to that DM, right? So website, phones, and then finally, make sure your direct messaging on social channels like Facebook and Instagram are set and ready to go. Okay, Google Chat went away, the Google Maps, that's gone. But Facebook, Instagram have those set. So once you've optimized your systems, you're confident, then turn on your ads and you will not be burning money like you would be prior to optimizing your systems. Okay? That's all I've got for you today. That's my argument. Is SEO a scam? For some people, I believe it is, but for some people, I think it's still powerful. Depends on which game Google's playing. My final words to you guys, continue to watch this. Google changes their game often. So if you're in a rural area or you're in a market where right now you're playing the SEO game, good, keep doing that. But keep checking it because those will change. Those games will change, right? You get one or two players moving into a market that like to run ads, that game can change real quick. You get more competitors in a marketplace, that game can change real quick. You might be switched over to game two where it's pay to play. So that's all I've got on SEO today. As always, check the description, join our free community, subscribe, and like this video.